Thank you guys so much for the support on the last, like, Wheat Death of the Universe devlog video, aka the most unhinged Minecraft mod. So yeah, I'm doing another one of these. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm about to burp and sneeze at the same time. But yeah, I'm gonna be adding stuff to my mod live. We're just, yeah, I'm just gonna start doing stuff, I guess. Now, if there's one idea I had, I really want to add, like, something similar to, like, the meteor staff from Terraria. Like, a weapon that, like, summons meteors, but I also want it to like destroy terrain and be dangerous and stuff. So I think that's something I'm gonna try adding just because it might be kind of fun. I want to have it be made out of rhenium, and I want to have like a floating meteor chunk on the end of the rod, something to make it look, you know, a little bit magical, that kind of thing. I think I'm getting somewhere with this texture. Huh? Now I just got to do some shading. That's just necessary, you know. Shading is something I'm not really good at when I'm making textures. I'm trying my best, but yeah, it's gonna be ugly. I don't care that much, but I care a little bit, you know. All in all, I think this looks okay. I don't know about that. I don't think we'll do that. Maybe yellow. Yellow looks a little better. Maybe if I do yellow and white, just to distinguish it from the actual rod. I think I like this. A little ugly. Kinda cool, though. I think I like it. Let's do it. Now, pretty much the way I want this meteor staff to work is the player shoots out, like, a target, and then meteors focus on the target. So you can see here, I'm starting to make a target, kind of sprite. And also, this is something I don't do often, but I want to have it animated. Just 2 frames of animation. I want to have a regular, like, red target, and then I want to have a white-red target. Or just a white target, not a white-red target. Pretty much like this. Okay, let's start making the item itself. We'll do, like, 300 uses on that. Or, we'll do 150. I don't want it to be too, like, used, because it's kind of overpowered, but I think that's good. At least I plan on making it overpowered. You'll see. Here's the animated target I got. Can I make that faster? Ooh, that hurts my eyes. We'll do 3 ticks between every frame. I think I like that. And I'll do the actual, like, meteor procedure stuff soon, but I first want to test how this thing actually works. Just because I want to make sure I got everything to specifications. And also I need a little bit more time to think about how I actually want the meteor to shoot, because I don't know if I want it to be an instant explosion or if I want it to, like, summon, like, an actual meteor in the sky that falls down. I don't know. Alright, I'm in. /time set day. Alright, let's give this target summon thing a try. Boom. There it is! And it flashes. Cool. I love it. And I also gave it, like, the cloud, noise. Like, every time you use the meteor staff, it makes the same sound as an atmosphere guardian when you hit them. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with this, to be honest. I like it. I'm especially proud of the target for some reason. I don't know why, I just am. I like doing animated projectiles like I did with the boomerang here. I'll show you. Yeah, I added boomerangs to my mod, and when you throw them, they actually flash, or, like, have different textures. Kind of cool. I'm proud of that. I don't know. I just think it's cool. And if you don't like it, too bad. Make your own mod. Okay, it's a new day, and I finished the meteor staff. Yeah, I decided to finish this off camera because there's some other stuff I'd rather work on for this video, to be honest. But yeah, here it is. This is the meteor staff. This is the crafting recipe I got. And these meteor strikes are required to shoot, although they have a crafting recipe, but I kind of messed it up. This is how you craft them, but it doesn't craft. I accidentally made it craft the projectile, which is not what I wanted, so oops. But yeah, anyway, launch it. And then boom, summon some meteors. Pretty cool. Absolute carpet of destruction. Very fun to spam. Like, you see that Burger King over there? Boom. And now you don't. Or at least not mostly. Yeah, we'll talk about that more when I start making the actual video. But there's something specific I want to start working on. So I already modeled this. This is a boss that's like work in progress, but very, very unfinished. It doesn't even really have any attacks yet. The scarab is just what I'm calling it right now. You can see I already modeled and animated it, but right now, like, its only attack is, well, you'll just see. Let me give myself good armor. The scarab's only attack is spamming lightning, which, you know, is kind of lame. I need to work on it. Actually, it works kind of well. But yeah, I want it to have a bunch of, like, lightning-based attacks, you know? I think it'd be kind of cool that way. Like, here, let me summon another one. Like, you see the scarab? It hits me, does a lot of knockback, and it also, affects me with this effect, which, will strike me with lightning when it expires, unless I'm sneaking. If I'm sneaking, the lightning won't actually happen, so I'm safe. It's a way to, like, deflect it, because lightning, if it spawns on you, is pretty much undodgeable normally. But yeah, I want this guy to have some other attacks, just because being struck by lightning, just like when he's on you, is a little boring, you know? I could make it better. Definitely gotta make him immune to fire. I also don't really know how difficult I want him to be. I think I want to have him fightable after, or like, I want to have him fightable before Mothzor, which is another boss coming in this update, spoiler alert. But I want to have him fought after the Wet Noodle, which is this boss right here. Also, spoiler alert for next update. So all in all, I want him to be a late-ish mid-game boss, kinda. Oh, thanks for the TNT, bud. So yeah, I'll start brainstorming. I can't lie, I do think it would be cool if he summoned lightning around him. So maybe I'll make it where like every second he drops a lightning tier, which will strike lightning wherever it hits. That could be fun. I don't know. We'll give it a try. Now I just gotta find the scarab, and I have to give that to his on entity tick update. There we go. Lightning rain. We'll think about other more complex attacks when the time comes, but let's test this out right now, just because I'm a little curious, I can't lie. Damn, that's loud. Yeah, I can hear the scarab over there making all that racket. Every second he's striking lightning on the ground. Scarab, how are you doing, buddy? You summoning the lightning? Yeah, I see it. All in all, this is pretty cool. I think it provides some danger and some intimidation, you know? I'll probably make him do it faster and in a more concentrated area when he gets lower health. That's probably a good idea. Also, I don't actually know, does the projectile activate if it hits an entity? Like, let me hit myself with a projectile right here. Okay, good, it does strike lightning still. I just wanted to double check. Look at me fighting lightning with lightning over here. Okay, let's make it faster when he's on low health, and I think I want to have him shoot lightning projectiles too. I don't know how I'm going to do that though, because if I give him the like default skeleton shooting, he won't charge the player anymore, so I have to think of something else. And what is his max health? He has 300 health, so I think when he's below 200 health, I'm going to have him shoot a bunch of lightning, like, closer by. Okay, we'll give this a try. I don't know how well it'll work, but we'll see. And now, let me double check. I've made the Perminator boss, who is another boss coming in this update. There's a lot of bosses. That's kind of the whole thing. Oh boy, I see him doing it. That might be a little bit too crazy. It's kind of fun, though. Arguably, it's on brand for my mod, I guess. Here, kill him. Kill him right now. There we go. Let me summon a new one, and let's see how this looks in a vacuum. Like, let me go far away, do it in a flat spot. Like, right here. Alright, how do you do? He's chilling. He's actually not doing it anymore. Why isn't this one doing it, but the other one was? Oh, now he is. Jeez, man. I think it takes him a good 5 seconds to start spamming like this. I also realize he's not doing it where he's looking. He's just doing it in one direction, which is a little bit boring. I immediately found the problem. At least I'm assuming that's the problem. Probably is. I just realized... oh my gosh, hold on. I need this guy to shut up. I just killed myself. Yeah, I think I might not have been recording, like, pretty much this whole time. I just looked at my OBS. It was stuck on the Minecraft title screen. So I might not have recorded any of the progress I just made. That is fantastic. But yeah, I finished the scarab. Like, the boss... yeah, the projectiles I need to work on a little bit because they arc right now, but overall I think I'm doing good. Pretty sure he shoots like wherever he's facing now instead of in one direction. Okay, what was that? Okay, good. You're shooting in that direction. Now rotate and now yeah, shoot that way. Oh, okay, now he's working. Good. You're shooting diagonally. That's the only thing I gotta fix. And what sucks is you guys probably didn't see any of that because I wasn't recording my computer. Now I want to make a drop for the scarab, so I'm probably going to do like a scarab scale, kind of similar to the beetle, dragon, or mothzor scales. I'm just going to take the existing mothzor scale texture and I'm just going to like invert it or something like that, you know? I think this looks good. Maybe not the most accurate, but I think it looks good. Although I do want to have like cyan for these parts, for these purple parts, and then I think it'll look good. Actually, I just thought of a really weird idea. You know spelling bees? What if we added spelling bees to Minecraft, like as an actual bee mob, and if you spell a certain word, you get an item? I just had that idea. That could be kind of funny, like just as like a weird, like optional thing to get some special items. I think we're gonna do that just because that sounds like fun. We'll start with the actual bee texture itself. We have to make it look like a spelling bee. I don't even know what that would even look like. What are some cool colors we can do? What if we did blue? This is actually the exact opposite of the original bee. I think that works. I think it'd be funny if I gave it, like, those really flashy, like, glasses, if you know what I'm talking about. The ones with the lines in them. No idea if I explained it right, but I just want to make a weird freaking mob. Something that doesn't look normal, you know what I'm saying? I don't want this to look normal. And I might look-y just do, like, yellow, just, like, around, just to give it a bit of, like, character. I don't know. And also its antenna, we'll make orange. This is going to be a very colorful mob, to be honest. We'll do orange and brown antenna. I'm pretty sure these are also antenna, so we'll make them brown. The stinger can also be brown. What you know about bright green nuclear wings? I am personally quite fond of that. I want this to stand out so people notice it and try and give it a chance. I'm just gonna copy everything I did for the locust for the spelling bee. It's pretty chill, and I need to give it a spawn egg. Although when it's right-clicked, I want it to open a GUI. So let's make that GUI right now. Spelling bee GUI. Now this is gonna be pretty simple. We want a text box. We'll just put that wherever, and I want to see what the GUI looks like with slots. So we'll put a text box right here. You know, you spell whatever you want. Spell the word. Yeah, sure, that's descriptive. Okay, there we go. Now we have the button. I'm just gonna stick that right here. It doesn't really matter where it goes. Programming part is where I'm a little worried, because I don't know how exactly I want to do this, to be honest. I think I have an idea. Like, when the entity is initially spawned, I'll have it set, like, its word value to, like, 1 and 3 we'll do, for example. There we go. We'll just do that. Now the problem, though, is I don't know how I want to connect this to the thing. Firstly, I need to make this so the sound button will actually play the sound. So let me go record some words real quick. Iridocyclitis. Okay. Hello. Wow, we're off to a horrible start. Right-clicking on them doesn't even do anything. Alright. See, normally people like to watch YouTubers suffer, but this isn't like the fun, like entertaining kind of suffering. This is just me troubleshooting. Okay, how about now? Oh, actually worked. Okay, right-clicking on the B will give us the whatever. Now what if incomprehensibility? Okay, that plays the sound effect. So this one, incomprehensibilities. Now what about you? Lactation. It's also very spammable. Alright, what are you? Incomprehensibilities. So if I copy and paste that, it should work? Oh, it actually is. What the hell? If I misspell it? It doesn't play the sound effect, but if I spell it right, it actually does. Yeah, I have the sound effect that plays if it's correct. Eventually I'll make it so it spawns rewards and whatever, but for now, this is good. Like, say if I misspell it, yeah, it doesn't do anything. Oh my gosh, this actually works. What the hell? We technically have spelling bees in Minecraft, but I want it to kill the spelling bee that activates the challenge, and I don't know how that's gonna work because, you know, connecting GUIs and entities is a little difficult. I might kind of use what I did when I did the hobo, but the hobo uses like inventory to detect when it should turn into a police officer, so it might be a little different because the spelling bee doesn't have an inventory. I'm trying to do this without an inventory. I could have it kill all spelling bees on the map, but that's just boring, and that would ruin like spelling bees in different parts of the world that, you know, the person isn't using. So that's another thing I'll have to consider. Getting the reward spawning should be pretty easy though, so we can do that now. Okay, so if I right click on you, you die. And let's hear our word. Iridocyclitis. So say I don't do it, yeah, nothing happens. Iridocyclitis. Let's see if I spelled that right. Oh, I actually did. And yay, I got riches! Although, it can be spammed, so I should probably fix that. Overall, though, I think things are pretty well. I just need to probably nerf the rewards a little bit, although the words are challenging to spell, although they can be searched up. And I need to make it so it closes the menu if the player gets it right or wrong. But yeah, I think I've added a lot of cool stuff today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, join my Discord, follow my Twitter, play industrial basis, subscribe to my second channel, visit my website, and goodbye.